Alright, welcome back. It is now a beautiful morning and I'm going to start tilling the plots down here. So if you haven't seen the last video, I had mentioned we're going to do probably about 3 or 4 plots. I think we're going to do one between those bags and the stump. Then we'll do one between the stump and the apple tree. And then maybe a third. Or maybe we'll do a shorter one here. I'm going to get Michelle down here and we're going to plan those out. And then I'll start tilling. I'm going to go switch over the wood chipper to the tiller, so let's go do that now. Alright, I guess I'll get better at that as time goes on. Alright, so let's set you up back here. I'll back up and do a garden bed right here. That'll give me space to drive the tractor around here when these baskets are moved. And it'll be able to clear these stumps over here.
chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Alright, so that was the first few passes. I'm kind of happy with that. What we're going to do is, I'm going to do one little section in front of the stump there. Then I'll do another little section in front of the apple tree. And then a long one right along this area here. And then we're going to cover it with weed cloth. So this is mainly just to check out how it's working. I think I will raise the shoes on either side so I can get a bit better depth. Yeah, it's not very deep. All right, let's do that first. I'm going to do this section. I'm afraid of hitting roots from this this stump, so I'm going to do this little section and see how it goes. Alright, so I'm happy with that. And we're going to do one more pass over here. So then my thought process is that gives me plenty of room to get around the entire garden with the tractor. I want to try to limit using wheelbarrows and shovels as much as possible. So this will allow us to get to the entire area. I may have wanted to leave some space down the center, but it'll all be covered with shade cloth anyway, so maybe I'll put a line this way between the two stumps. Make that a U shape. Make that nice. All right, I'm just gonna do one more pass here, then we'll get Michelle and we'll see how she likes it. And then I am going to raise the shoes and redo them all again to get them deeper. So there's the garden beds. I'm going to raise the shoes on the tiller. We'll come back and we'll hit them again. And we'll see how that goes. So, good thing to know, check before you do that. Those nuts are welded on the back, so I was never going to get that off. It's just a through bolt. So don't wreck your welded on bolts in the back. Much easier. I'll just loosen this one a bit. I'm going to raise this up to its highest level. These don't line up very well, Land Pride. Weird. They're in the highest position, which means I'll now dig at the lowest position. Let's go run them again. All right, so we're back after making the adjustments to the tiller height. And with a discussion with the garden CEO, I think what we're going to do is till the whole thing and not have the green patches of grass down the center, so that we can put shade cloth over the whole thing to stop weeds from encroaching. So we're just going to wait for Michelle to come down, see what she thinks. But I think that is going to be the plan. And we'll just till the whole area, shade cloth the whole, weed barrier the whole area, and then we'll cut out holes where the plants need to go. But I'm not a gardener, so I don't know. Alright, so that is pretty much what I'm going to do. We'll just confer with Michelle to make sure that that's right. And then I assume we'll rake it down a bit, get rid of the high spots, and then we'll put the weed cloth over the whole thing. In a future video I will get rid of those stumps, but for now I can't. Those root systems are huge. A long time to clear that out, so I'll come back at you in a moment. Alright. Now that that's all done and leveled out a bit better, we're now putting the shade cloth. I keep calling it shade cloth, but it's actually weed barrier. And Michelle has gone to the other end, and we'll stake down as we go. Alright, so that is the shade cloth down, weed cloth down. So we're just going to take a break, and after lunch we're going to take the pots and strategically place them here in case the wind picks up and wants to rip the weed cloth off the ground. And then my work here is done. It's now being transferred over to Michelle. She can do all her gardening. Alright, bit of an update. There's all the grass cut. We're just going to go down and look at the garden to see how Michelle did this afternoon while I was cutting the grass. So these are tuberculosis something or others that tuberculous? Dahlias. These are tuber dahlias that will sit in these bags this season in case there's a problem with the soil. We don't want to contaminate the rest of the soil, and then we'll transplant other things into the weed cloth as we go. So that's the garden setup. Yeah, there's a chicken.